Hello, Francis Dolly here from the Multi-Let Cashflow System, and today we're sat at the kitchen table with the lovely Linda. How do you do, Linda?
Hi, Francis.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Thank you for inviting me to your amazing serviced accommodation apartment. So we'll be talking about those in a minute. But Linda, so how long have you been working in property?
I've been working in property since 1999 on a part-time basis, and then full-time for about the last 6 to 7 years.
Okay, so 1999. I figure that's about 17 years, is that right?
Yeah, it's about right. Yeah.
This is actually take 5 now. I got that wrong a few times. So what did you do before that? What was your job before that?
My job before that was working in HR. So I was a equality and diversity manager within human resources, and I worked in a variety of different public sector companies such as Brunel University, Great Ormond Street Hospital, Queen Elizabeth Hospital as well.
Yeah. And what did you think to move out of that into property? Because a lot of people you talk to, they find they've got to move from their jobs because they're overwhelmed, they're getting tired and everything. So what was your reason? Because it sounds like quite a nice job, good job.
It was an interesting job, and I sort of worked my way up through various roles and got a lot of experience. And for me, it was really about my current circumstances. You know, my mum passed away, and it made me kind of rethink about what was important in life. And I was raising a family as well at the time, so there was a lot of hours because I was working part-time in property and working full-time at work. So obviously that was taking up a lot of my time. So I made a decision, you know, in terms of what was important for me. And I thought at that time property was the thing that could enable me to be able to have the type of lifestyle that I wanted to have. And
you've got a few kids, haven't you? We couldn't decide. 3, 4, how many kids have you
3,
got?
yeah, last time I checked this morning.
3 kids and a husband.
And
well.
A husband, yeah.
So count that as 4 then,
4,
Mac.
yeah.
So how do we meet? Because most people I seem to meet these days, we used to go to the Berkshire Property Meet, and then I think, did we meet, was it at the Berkshire Property Meet?
Yes, it was, yeah.
Everything's at the Berkshire Property Meet.
Yeah, you were doing a presentation about your programme, and then I decided to sign up straight away, and I had a chat with you straight after that.
Yeah. And what did you do after that? Because did you have rent-to-rents before the training?
No, buy-to-lets before the training. Okay,
so you've done the training, and over the course of how long, and what have you done since? How many rent-to-rents, how many service accommodation, apartments?
I did the training in October of last year.
It's a year ago.
Yeah, September, October time.
It's about 13 months ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 4 weeks after that, I obtained my first rent-to-rent property.
Oh, good go. 4 weeks, straight in there.
Yeah, 4 weeks, yeah. So I obtained that property in Ealing through an agent, and then 2 months later I found another rent-to-rent property in Heathrow, and then it was about 4 months after that I got my third one.
Okay, so it's nice and easy. You just kind of eased into it.
Yeah, it wasn't that easy to get into, but
I mean, you eased it into it.
Yeah.
Kind of, you didn't go kind of crazy.
No.
So it's kind of eased into it. I'm not saying it's easy. It kind of is for some. Actually, it's weird. You know, some people seem to land on their feet. Other people take a long time. But I think a month, you just got straight in there, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
What would you say? And all your deals have come through agents?
That's right, yeah, through agents, yeah.
What would you say is the huge tip you could give people for getting deals? Because a lot of people seem to come unstuck with that. How do I get my first deal? If you were to give one massive tip, what would that be?
My massive tip would be to keep going, because often you contact agents and you know they're quite negative about the whole idea, but not to take that to heart. Just keep going and going until you find the right agent that's going to listen to your ideas, and do a lot of viewings. Even if you're not interested in the property, just keep on doing a lot of viewings and building up that relationship with the agent. That's the biggest thing for me.
So you diversified then. You got 4 rent-to-rents, and we're actually sat in one of your serviced accommodation apartments. So tell me about this. This is an interesting story, I think, how you came to get these 4 actually. You've got 4 in the same block.
Yes, that's right.
How did that come to be? Because you didn't plan to do it, did you?
No, didn't plan to do it. Didn't have any sort of official SA training at the time. And so again, it was going back to my big tip of building relationships with the agents. And so I was on a viewing with an agent to have a look at a property for a rent-to-rent, And what actually happened was the property we were supposed to see, it was a ex-student property, and the students went in, although they knew about the viewing. And so the agent was a little bit embarrassed that we turned up and we couldn't get into the property. So she said, well, I've got another one down the road. Do you want to come and have a look at that? So I said, okay, let's go and have a look. So we looked at that property, which is just down the road from here, actually. And I liked the property, made an offer, talked to them about how I was planning to manage it, and they were quite open to the idea. And so because we were building that relationship and they wanted to offer me more opportunities, they told me that they had these 4 flats that were available. So my initial reaction was, no, I'm not interested in 4 flats because as far as I was aware, rent-to-rents don't work in flats. But because I was building that relationship with them, I thought, well, I'll be open and I'll just, keep on going and, not giving up. And so I went and had the viewing with them. And so came along to these apartments and they were just being completely refurbished because this building used to be a commercial building. Okay. And so they were turning it into four flats. And the owner was actually here, but I didn't know he was the owner at the time. I thought he was one of the builders. And so I was going around looking at them. And as I was looking at the apartments, I actually thought, this might work as a serviced apartment, although I didn't know much about the model. But I thought, well, I'm not going to sort of totally, put the idea off the table. And so as I was going around looking at the different apartments, I was thinking, maybe I could take 1 or maybe 2 or maybe all 4. And I thought, taking all 4 of them is a bit scary. But I went home afterwards and thought about it, did my numbers, spoke to some key people that have got experience in serviced apartments, and actually then thought, this could work.
This could work, yeah. Linda, do you have the numbers in your head for the apartment block? How much you pay the landlord, how much you make?
Yeah, so we have 4 apartments and 2 of them sleep up to 4 people, the other 2 sleep up to 6. Wow. And so I pay the landlord £4,900 a month for the 4 apartments, and after bills, based on occupancy of an average of about 85%,
that's pretty good.
Then I take home just under £5,000 a month.
So you make pretty much the same as the landlord then, more or less. It fluctuates a bit.
Yeah, depending on the occupancy levels. And this is the first year, so it's a year that we'll be looking at peaks and troughs throughout the whole year.
Ebbs and flows, isn't it? So for a lot of people, you're making £5,000 out of this one deal, you could say, and for a lot of people, £5,000 and they're done there, financially free. So do you manage the properties yourself? Do you have staff? How do you take care of that?
Yeah, I do have staff. I have what I call a guest services assistant. Okay. So a cleaner will come in straight after a guest has moved out. And then the guest service assistant, she'll manage all of the linen. So we have a company that come in and take the linen away, wash it and iron it and bring it back. Yeah. So she'll coordinate all of that. And then she'll also just run around the property and make sure that all of the last minute bits are done. So, that we have the thank you cards out for the guests. If we have any bottles of wine, whatever, she does all the little things to make sure that it's absolutely perfect. For
details, isn't it? It's all about details.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I also have an assistant property manager that helps me with these apartments, but also with the portfolio and the rent-to-rents as well.
So how's your life been since you got into property? Because a lot of people get into property first to escape from the crazy life, and they create like a crazy life, and then you've got to get that life under control. But it seems to me like you've already got your business under control, systemized pretty well.
I did have that crazy time period at the beginning when I first left my employment, because I felt that I could do everything, and then I quickly realised that I couldn't, and that I needed help. Yeah. So I had a VA that was helping me with the administration, and she helped me a lot also by systemising the business and putting things on the cloud and lots of other things. So now if anybody else comes into the business, it's a case of just following the system. Yeah,
it's great to be on that, isn't it? So you've got that stuff.
It is, but I do like to be fairly hands-on in the business. I only come here once a week because the staff just manage it, but I just come in once a week to make sure that everything is okay.
Which is good, To make sure it's still here. Here, it's still
Yeah.
So
but my ultimate goal is to manage everything from my phone and not have to come here at all.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. What are your
Yeah.
plans for the future? So you're not going to retire after a beach stand place. You're going to continue
Why
to
not?
grow. Well, why not? Well, you could do. It's your choice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
do you plan to grow some more though? Yeah, some more.
I do plan to grow some more to have some more service accommodation apartments. In terms of what that level looks like, I'm not quite sure at this point in time, because I've got other commitments as well. But I'm very, very excited about this journey, and I do want it to continue. But my ultimate goal is to just do everything by the phone, whether it be at the beach or out shopping or whatever. So that's my.
Do you are you going to focus more on service accommodation, or still going to pursue rent to rents? How do you feel about that? Or the two things kind of hand in hand?
They're two very different business models as far as I can see, and they run very differently.
Yeah.
There's a lot more involvement in the service accommodation, but also there's a lot more reward. So I'm quite open to looking at both aspects. Yeah.
Okay, so we had a little chat beforehand, and I always like to ask people to tell us something unusual about you that maybe nobody else knows. Maybe except your family. So you've got a couple of secrets, haven't you?
Secrets. Yeah. In 1973, which shows my age, when I was
never mind.
I appeared on the BBC television series called You and Me. So we're at nursery.
That well-known TV show. We all know that one. You and Me.
You and Me, yeah. There's a catchy little tune to that. You and me, me and you, that kind of thing. Anyway. So they took us along to the hairdressers and filmed us, and that was it really. But it was my little claim to fame.
So you're a bit of a TV star as well then. So I knew it. I just knew that. But there's something else that you kind of keep behind the scenes, don't you?
Oh yeah.
What's that then?
Taekwondo.
Ah.
Yeah.
So what belt are you in Taekwondo?
I'm a red belt in Taekwondo. Yeah. So 2 belts away from black.
Yeah. Anybody else in the family involved?
Yes, absolutely everybody.
Yeah, good.
Everyone's in Taekwondo. My husband Mac, he's a 5th Dan.
Oh wow.
My eldest daughter who's 15, she is a 2nd Dan, black belt. And my middle daughter, she's a blue belt, and my son, who is 9, he's a green belt. So we all do it.
Wow, so if you had any people that you've got to evict from the properties, that is
there you go.
no problem.
It's all on.
How'd you go, my son? So what do you do? Obviously, your time is full with the family and everything else you do, and you do the training. How often do you train actually on the Taekwondo? How many?
Now 4 times a week.
Do you? Wow.
Yeah.
So you've got all these kids to take care of, these properties to take care of, and you still manage to go training and do that. Wow, it's amazing. Super woman. And what do you do for fun? I mean, that in itself is pretty good fun, but do you do anything else? How do you...
My fun time is with the family.
Ah.
Yeah, going around the UK or going abroad and just experiencing life.
Yeah, I've been stalking you a bit on Facebook. Where did you go? You went, was it Cuba somewhere? Where did you go?
We were in Rio last Christmas.
Oh, that was it, Rio.
Yeah, and we've just come back from Marrakesh about a month ago for a wedding.
Yeah, I love Marrakesh as well.
Yeah.
So Linda, that was great. I think that was a really interesting interview. So if people want to connect with you, they can connect with Linda in the Multi-Let Cash Flow System support group. But can they connect with you online? Email address or...
Yeah, it's linda@middlesexlandandproperty.co.uk.
I'm just appearing under the screen, and thank you very much. And it's great to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.